back to Queen Universal. I'm trying to get back on my schedule again. Hold up, let me make sure you guys can hear me. Yeah, there we go. I'm trying to get back on my schedule again to 3:30. I got as close as I could today. Um, Again, welcome to another episode of the Queen Universal readings. I hope you guys have had a wonderful um, day yesterday. I'm praying that you guys truly enjoyed your holidays. We got more holidays coming up. You know, this is the third day. Excuse me, the third day of December. Um, I love the ideal that we did our birth chart the day before yesterday. I did my birth chart, and so I was told, because my son also does readings, by my son, and I did my um research. They tell you not to reveal your birth chart to everyone, and I didn't know this at first, because when you do that, they say you open yourself up for people to know all your weaknesses. And anybody who knows me and anybody who's paid attention to my stories, to my podcast, already know I have opened myself up. All the things that we talked about, we read off from my birth chart, literally are already things that happen. So if anybody wants to take the chance and do something, it's already been done. I am a survivor of everything I say. Those personality traits that they talk about in the different degrees and the different horoscopes that go along with my birth chart, it's already been there. Okay. I talk about it. I don't hide it. So, and if you read your horoscope and you read other people's horoscopes, believe it or not, majority of that information is already there. So it's not any information that you can hide from anybody because it's already there. So I revealed on my birth chart my weaknesses and my strengths. And when they happen, and they're saying, that you shouldn't do that because, well, I'm saying if I believe in who I say I believe in, then I know I'm being protected. Either way it goes, I am being protected. So I don't want to get so caught up in that ideal, okay, that I should worry about that. And I was also reading other people comments on that, and some people were saying how that's just a gatekeeping mechanism to keep you scared and not wanting to do certain things when it comes to your sign or your birth chart. um I don't have no information that you can't find on me. I told you I was born in Albany, New York, which I were. It's on my birth certificate. I didn't give a social security number. I just gave an email address and one of them. The other one I just gave my name. So I do with it what you will. If you think you can do something with it, do it. But it made me feel more secure when I read other people's comments. Hello, when I read other people's comments about the birth chart, so I don't feel so bad. Yeah, that the saying is you shouldn't reveal your birth chart to everybody because in your birth chart it reveals some of your weaknesses and your strength. I don't care because I've already, in numerous podcasts, in numerous talk shows, in numerous areas in the public sector, I have already revealed majority of my personality traits. So it doesn't matter. And that's what I was just explaining. If you go back from this video, the previous video from this one, we actually talked about the birth chart. So thank you. So if you get an opportunity, you can go back and watch that video. I did the whole birth chart thing. It was real cool. It's actually like 30 pages long. I was not about to do that. But I did the basics. What that chart showed is what it is. So when you get a chance, that's the first thing I did on my last video. So make sure you guys go back and watch the birth chart. So you'll see how it works. And those websites are awesome. But what I'm going to do is, instead of using astro.com, because it didn't break down the birth chart for me, but the other one did, which was alabe.com. If you go to that one and put your information in there, that one is much more easier to work with. Okay. And these are free websites. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started before we get into our reading today. We're on part two, and as you know, we're talking about Astrology for Life, a workbook for beginners. Okay, and it's by Theresa Reed, who also wrote the other book called Tarot No Questions Asked, which we just finished recently. Okay, so it says fundamentals. In this section, we get all the nuts and bolts ironed out. You build a solid foundation which sets you up to understand and speak the whole astrology jive confidently. Okay, so let's talk about words and lingo that they use in the astrology world. Okay, and you're gonna when you go to your birth chart, you're gonna see some of these words used. Okay, once upon a time, my husband and I were engaged in a smart war. Hey, we're both ruled by Mercury, so it's only natural that this is how we amuse ourselves. Anyhow, he was babbling on about physics or some such thing when I got sick of his science spiel and pulled out my infamous so let me see. Infirmaris. That's what it is. Infamous. I started reciting calculations in fancy schmancy words like quincux and ascendant. It was all Greek to him. That didn't end the smart wars, but it did shut him down temporarily. When you first begin studying astrology, that's what the jargon feels like, a strange, archaic language that I like to call astrobabble. For geeks like me, it's a way to sound like a genius, but really it's not that complicated, people. Once you learn some of the primary language, you're in like some smarty pants Jeopardy contestant. Or, at the very least, you can start rattling off these terms the next time some ivory tower scholar tries to intimidate you. Yeah, well, that information right now, the planets are forming a geometric angle called the inconjunct, and it's going to be creating chaos in the cosmos. See how rad you sound. I Oh, it says here are some words to get down. Stat. Okay, so these are the words that you need to work on. The first word is ascendant. The ascendant, also called the rising sign, is the sign and degree of the zodiac as it was rising at your time of birth. It's your public image or the face you present to the world. Aspects. These are the geometric angles formed between planets and the angles of the houses. The aspects show whether the planets are cooperating or not. This is how you can determine if you got trouble ahead or an easy street. Astrology is the study of the movements of the celestial bodies and the belief that they affect our lives here on planet Earth. The cusp, the division between one house or one sign and the other. Keep in mind, you're not really born on the cusp if you're right on the edge when the signs change. You're either one sign or the other, period. So, okay. So, I'm born on February the 16th. That is 2 days from the end of February 18th when the zodiac sign Aquarius falls into Pisces. Okay. Descendant. This is opposite of ascendant and the cusp of the seventh house. The descendant shows how you relate to others. Dignities. This is a system that evaluates the strength or weakness of planet based on the sign or degree. There are four to consider. You have rulership, exaltation, detriment, and fall. The infamous is a diary or book that shows the positions of the planet at any given time. It looks like some sort of spy code, but I'm going to break this down in the future chapter. Hemispheres. These are divisions in astrology chart. Horoscope. The horoscope shows what's happening in the stars at the time of an event such as your birth. You might be familiar with horoscopes through newspapers or magazines. That's right. Houses. Each chart is divided into 12 parts of a pie. Each slice is called a house, and each house on the astrology wheel, represents a different facet of our lives. Each house is equal in terms of time and space, 30 degrees each, 1/12 of a 360-degree circle. The Imam Cody, also called the nadir. This is the lowest point of the astrological chart and opposite the midhaven. It shows your roots or where you're coming from. The interceptic house or sign. In certain house systems, one house might be larger than 30 degrees. Instead of just having one sign, you've got two signs holding space in that house. For example, if your 10th house starts with Aries, but you also get 30 degrees of Taurus in there, Gemini will be on the 11th house cusp. Taurus would be considered intercepted, and any planets in Taurus will be intercepted too. Interception can show hidden or unexpressed energies. It's that part of you that's operating under the surface like a secret agent. And we're going to stop right there. Put my little feather in here. And we'll start back tomorrow on Midhaven. So these are just some of the words we're going to see throughout the book. Okay. And it's very interesting. So we're going to stop right there. Like I said, this is a great book. You guys can get it on Amazon. Um, I thought it would help me with the idea that I'm trying to learn how to read the zodiac signs in my readings. But this was, to me, was very important to get this book. And I have already actually read it. I haven't worked all the things in it before, but I have worked in it. Okay, you guys, I have all ready. I'm excited. I am excited. I am excited. And I'm learning so much as I go because you never stop learning, and especially when you're doing tarot. You never stop learning. Please never stop doing this if you're into reading. And I do understand reading is not for everybody, and it's not made for everybody. But if you can do it, and you know that you have that gift, you have that gut feeling, that intuition, and you see things and you hear things, baby, if it's what your calling is, look, have at it. Have at it. Okay. So what do we have here? We have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords. We talk about the Page of Swords. We're talking about the ideal that there's a time for us to look at doing things um, that are going to enhance us, who's going to make us better. As you see, she has a book in her hand. So with that book in her hand, she's learning. She's needing those tools. So her swords could represent different things that she needs to learn in the process of being on the journey that she's on. I'm looking at her crossing over this little, a matter of fact, she has a sword. She's walking on the sword. So it could be some things that are going on in your life that got you on the tightrope. Okay. But you understanding that you have to stay focused because she's staying focused and learning in the process. Okay. She's learning in the process. And these represent ideals. These can represent ideals she have in her head, and she's learning about those things. Just like I just told you about the birth chart. With me, not understanding that they say you're not supposed to talk or reveal what your birth chart said unless it's to somebody you know. But and as I explained, I am a very I'm sort of like an open person, so I don't have anything to hide. If you know my personality, you're going to see my personality all over my birth chart. So what is there to hide, okay? It's just crazy that she doesn't have any shoes on, right? So look at here. We're talking about the Two of Cups. We're talking about partnership, coming together. Lovers, maybe. Balance. We can see balance going on here. Closeness. An agreement. We are going to do this together. Okay, we're going to walk this path of life together. Okay, it could be a business partnership. Okay, um, a teacher student partnership, making things happen that's going to make us level up together. Okay, and also we can that can also represent too. When I think of that card, I think of the Lover's card. Okay, all right. So look here, look at there. Now the death card came in. Okay. The death card. We know that the death card talks about doing away with stuff. Death card came up in the other reading too, day before yesterday reading too. Talks about doing away with something, moving forward, um, getting rid of the things that you had before. Now you're at a point where, okay, I'm about to make a decision that's going to send me in another direction, or getting rid of things that no longer are useful to you. That's basically what the death card is saying. Death to the things that are no longer useful to you and is not going to carry you forward. Okay, remember I said, I don't know if you guys was listening to me on the other show, where I talked about um, this is the month of cleanup. Okay. December is cleanup month. That means to get rid of things. To move forward, you need to get rid of things. You need to end some things right now. Okay. So this is the month of cleaning up, putting away, clearing out when it comes to people, places, and things, situations that you no longer want to be in. So that's what that is to me. That's what I'm getting out of that card. Okay. Now we have the ouch, the moon, and we have the moon in reverse. So we know that the moon in reverse, the moon upright, excuse me, talks about illuminating, bringing something out, making something visual, making sure it's being seen by everything and everybody. But now we're talking about it in um, reverse. So are we doing this? Um, are we looking at things and refusing? It's almost, to me, I'm getting the two of swords as a conjunction to this or equal to this, because and the nine of swords too. um Looking at the two of swords as keeping something blindfolded. You know the truth is there, but you refuse to look at it. It's the same thing with the reverse moon. There's things going on in your life, okay, and those things that are going on in your life, you're trying to ignore them. You refuse to look at them. You refuse to bring them out. You refuse to clear them out right now. Okay. Doesn't mean that it's going to stay that way, but that's what that is saying, that you're refusing to clear them out. Okay. Another thing too, when we say that, I wanted to say this too, and I didn't give my disclaimer. Take from these readings what resonates with you and yours. Okay. Take from these readings what resonates with you and yours. If you want a personal reading, you can go to hypesy.com/Queen Universal. And I definitely will set you up, or you can set yourself up and we can do a reading live if you want to. It's up to you. But definitely, if you're interested in a reading, we definitely can do that. I'm going to also initiate in the future what we call a spiritual map, and that is a more extensive reading. We're going to bring that in too soon. But again, take from this reading what resonates with you. Again, and I also want to let you know, you can also go to Facebook at Black Queen Reading and check out that Facebook page. I just got it started, so if you see some things on there, and some of my shows are going to be from this channel, it's going to also be on there. And if you want to watch the birth chart off your Facebook page, you can definitely do it there, because I opened it up there also. I placed it over there too. Okay, so the next one we got here, we have the Ace of Cups. Wow, the Ace of Cups. Yes, 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 yes. That's manifesting. That is um, new beginnings. Remember, we're getting rid of things, death. We're moving forward. We're learning. We know there's a partnership going on. We know there's might be a lover, balance needed to happen. Now here we're talking about new beginnings. Again, we're in the month of December. New beginnings. making sure that we're doing all the things we need, putting things in place so that when we go into January, which is a new year, we're prepared for that. Okay. So that's what that's telling us is that it's a new year, new things starting to happen. We need to not bring in all the bad elements of last year if we can do that. Okay. And I also encourage you guys, if you don't journal, journal. Okay. I'm going to say it again. If you don't journal, journal. Because at the end of the year, what I love doing is going back and reading all the things that happened in the year. And I think everybody should have a story to tell at the end of the year. That's what I think. I think everybody should have a story to tell at the end of the year, what we call a yearly story. Okay? I think that is so important. I think that is so important. So now we have the Queen of Swords. Look at the Queen of Swords sitting there thinking. I keep going back. I think of the Page of Swords, how she's sitting there thinking. Okay. She's sitting on her throne. What would you consider a throne? Okay. And because she's sitting on that throne, she's looking at harmony. She's looking at um, being making the right decisions because again we're moving into this new um, season. I want to say season because everybody cycles and seasons are different. But we're moving into so she's looking, she's contemplating, she's thinking to herself, okay, so this is going to happen. I'm going to put these plans together. I'm gonna make everything happen that I need to. And it's just like she's in deep thought. So somebody might be in a lot of deep thought, looking forward to the great things that are happening. Bird, like freedom, the clouds, okay? And it looks like water that she's looking she's sitting there thinking, okay, so I have this I need to do. So I'm putting these things in perspective. So I'm looking at her thinking in her mind, putting things in perspective, looking forward to this next year coming up, the greatness that is going to happen in next year. And even if the next year, if you do have some times when things don't work out, it's all right. It's lessons learned. Understand everything is about a lesson. Okay. You can learn something from it. And then sometimes just things happen in life. You know, we have to keep that in mind. Okay. We have to keep that in mind that some things just happen and we have no control over them. Okay. We have no control over them. Things things that we have control over, we need to make sure we're paying attention and making sure those things are happening for us. But things that we don't have control over, we need to understand that. Now, we can also look at this as when we look at the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, somebody's saying, you know what? I want to move forward, but I don't know if I'm really ready to move forward. Okay. Um, I want all these great things to happen to me, but am I prepared? Am I mentally, emotionally, spiritually prepared for those things to happen for me? I'm really looking forward. I want you guys to look at the ideal that it's all right to be in the present moment right now. And you don't have to really think about what's going to happen in the future. And this is the time when you do clean up, okay? This is the time when you put everything together, put everything in perspective, put everything in perspective, and see which direction you want to continue in or which one you want to start a new journey on, okay? It's up to you, okay? This is your life, okay? People, we sometimes get so upset because we're so in the mode of wanting to help and we wanted to satisfy everybody else. This is your path. This is your life. Those are your shoes you're walking in, okay? So keep that in mind. Don't always try to do for other people. This is about you, only you, okay? All right? Okay, so now we have the Five of Swords. We have a lot of swords. Swords is it represents intellect, thinking, putting things together, communication. Okay, so we know he's touching his head, she's touching her chin, you're looking at. So this is about thinking, thoughts. So it's about your intellect, okay, your thought pattern. Okay, so it looks like with the Five of Swords in reverse, what are we saying here? Um, we know that Five of Swords, it's usually about conflict and not things working out, but when we look at it in the reverse, it's saying letting go. So it's time for us to let go. Okay? It's time for us to let go. Whatever it is that's going on in your life, it's time for you to let it go. And the ideal that he has his hands over his head, that, okay, what else can I not take with me on my journey? Okay? What else can I not take with me on my journey? Okay? Because I do want to move forward, but I'm hesitant. And like I said, right here, it shows that the hesitancy. Okay. And then we have the Knight of Wands. Wow. I'm sorry, the King of Wands. And then we got the King of Wands in reverse. So when we look at the King of Wands in reverse, we're talking about the ideal that maybe things are not the way that they should. Maybe especially in the reverse. If you're talking about it in reverse, you're talking about someone. Maybe the reason why someone doesn't is ready to move on is because either they're being bullied, okay, or they are the bully. Okay. Hopefully you're not the bully, because that's what that shows right here. Being the person who's being abuse of power, being abusive, being abuse of authority. And maybe, hopefully, that has nothing to do with this partnership that's going on. Okay. And maybe this is the person or situation that you need to move forward away from. Death to it. Okay. Maybe that's what that is. Okay. So now we have the Six of Cups, and we have the Six of Cups in reverse. Remember, Six of Cups talks about nostalgia, talks about our child, our innocence, um, our childlike visions of what our world's supposed to be like. Okay. But also now that we're looking at it in reverse, we're going back. Maybe you need to go back. Okay. Maybe there's a need to go back in your past and pick up some things and think things through before you move forward. That might be a possibility. Okay. That might be a possibility. And hopefully, your this abuse of power is not connecting with your past. Okay. Because that's what it's saying right here. And whatever it is that you're going through here, does it have anything to do with your past? Okay. Going back and looking at, and maybe sometimes, like I said before, maybe sometimes going back and going over your inventory of where you're at in your life. Maybe you need to do that. And removing, because again, we want depth to the things that are not working out in our lives, things that have been just laying there, hanging around, and not being productive in your life. Okay. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Um, we got a lot of courts here. Okay. And then we talk about the Queen of Cups, and we talking about her in reverse. So what did she do? Okay. What is she doing, and why is she in reverse? Okay. Um Again, oh wow, this is okay. So we just talked about going back in our past, right? So this right here is showing that there's some hurt, some emotional distance, and maybe it came from the bullying, and then you have the confusion. So maybe just kind of overlooking life in general, where you come from. And when we come to this last card, where are we going to end up? And is this a continuation of where we want to go? Okay. And again, I keep going back. I want to refer back to the death card simply because it's ending. It's time to end. It's time to move on. It's time for things to change. And maybe all of this has to take place in order for you to do that. Okay. To make that ultimate move. All right, so the last of our cards is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, Seven of Pentacles talks about looking at what we've already accomplished, looking at what we've already planned and put together. So now that we're at the end of it, okay, now that we're at the end, and this is our last card for it, what is the Seven of Pentacles telling us as far as when we're in the reverse? Um, it's talking about procrastination. And I believe the procrastination is coming from whatever happened here and how this is affecting these two right here are affecting us going back into looking back on what has happened in our lives and what can we learn, because we're still struggling with coming into perspective even though we know there's a new beginning coming, and being focused is so important, and we're doing this together. Okay, together there's a balance. Okay, now keep in mind this also can be you and you looking at yourself from that perspective. Okay, looking at what you're going through from a different perspective. Sometimes we have to get outside ourselves to understand what's going on with us. It's all right to find clarity in what you're doing. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. So let's talk about um, some shadow work. Let's talk about what's going on here. How did you guys get back there? Okay, must have been me putting them. Oh, when I put them back, put them in the wrong spot. Oh yeah, put a lot of them in the wrong spot. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, so let's see what's going on. We're gonna do two different ones, okay? Let's see what's going on and see how, because I'm like this. I love when my readings, how they say that, come together. I love when my readings come to the point where you can actually see what is being said. Let me put this up here at the same time. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on in the shadow working and how much this all can fit together, because it's important. And having that clear view of what is being said in the cards, it's so important. It is so, so important for each and every one of us, okay? And you guys, in the process of me doing this, this helps me too. This helps me too. Okay. Um, Before we do that, I want to show you something. Let's see here. What did I do with it? Oh, it's down at the bottom. Okay, I can't do it right now because it's down at the bottom of my books. I don't want to interfere with that. I guess I'll bring it out on our next reading. All right. So, look. Defensive. Some of us are being very defensive, okay? Unconscious resistance to facing unresolved issues. Explore them with curiosity, okay? So when we go back into our past, there might be some things back there that we're having some issues with being able to let go, okay, or being very defensive about. Some people are not ready for that. Unfrozen. Find strength in your weaknesses and overcome challenges with courage. It can be done. Definitely can be done. Uh-oh, so who's angry? Who's angry? Bullying and abuse of power. Somebody's angry. Your expectations are not met, creating frustration. Express it in a healthy way. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. Somebody feels entitled. Really? Wow. Expecting special treatment without earning it. Be grateful for what you have. That's so true. Yes, yes, yes. Are you insecure? I keep thinking about the bully here, the insecurity. Okay. Fear of not being good enough. Build confidence and love your uniqueness. Yes, 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 yes. Uh oh. Look at that. What does that say? Control issues, bullying, control issues, abuse of power. What does that say? Deep seated fear of losing power or feeling vulnerable or a false sense of security. Wow, man, that is deep. Wow, I like that. Intolerance. Oh, differences are seen as a threat rather than growth. Opportunities. Be inclusive. There we go. Being intolerant. Some people might be in the mindset of they're feeling like you're a threat to them, which does not, I don't understand. I don't understand it. Resisting change. Didn't we just talk about that? Resisting change, not wanting to move forward, procrastinating. That was the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Uncertainty about the future requires you to adapt to new ways of doing things. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Okay? That's all you have to do. Last but not least, look at that sword, you guys, because sword kind of dominated the cards today. So here we go with the sword. Resentment. It often festers, causing a desire for revenge. Let go of the past to find peace. Wow. Okay, you guys, you cannot beat that. You cannot beat that. Okay. Wow, that was, to me, that was heavy duty. Okay? That was heavy, heavy duty. Lordy, Lordy, Miss Cloudy. Okay. How did you get back there? Okay, let me make sure I got everything here. Got to make sure I have all of them because it's something I have to do with this one. Real quick here. I found out uh, I have to let's see here. Let's see here. I'm sorry, I gotta find something here. I didn't know that I had to move around with. Okay. I didn't know. Well, I don't want to say I didn't know. Let me not say that. I have to keep paying attention to what I'm doing here. Um, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I should have done this before, but I didn't do it before. I think I got it now. I think I got it now. La 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 la. La la la. Okay. I'm sorry I had to separate some of these cards from what I needed to do. Sometimes you gotta figure it out later on. But I had to do that. And these are new cards, so bear with me. These are new. Okay. Okay. I had to remove some of my cards out of this. These cards are brand new. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. Okay. Exploring. It says, face the mystery of uncharted passages with the courage to explore the unknown. Be prepared to explore things. It says, focus on now. Look at that. It says, nurture yourself, prioritize well-being, and tread gently on your journey ahead. There we go. That's what you need. That's good advice. The arrow. Narrow-minded, egotistical confrontation, betrayal, defense, disappointment, missing the mark. Uh-oh. I think of the King of Wands in reverse. Slide. It says, skimming over the surface, lost direction, losing balance and control around you, childish people acting cold around you, and individual issues. Yes. Somebody is restless. 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 Trapped in an inability, resisting impulsive urges to find steadier ground. What are you afraid of? As you can see, she has her suitcase. She's ready to move forward, but she's unsure. Okay. Procrastinating a little bit. Um, you know, this right here, I think of being focused. Again, this is another version of being focused. And then we got focus there. Okay. And is it worth the effort? Worth the effort. You are getting there one steady step at a time with a little bit of effort. That's right. So it takes time. Everything is not going to happen overnight. Okay? Understand that. Everything is not going to happen overnight. All right? And a nonconformist. Are you a nonconformist? Okay, feels misplaced or misguided in society, rebels at the sake of rebelling and not of truth, suspicious, scared, trapped in the status quo. Sometimes I find myself being a non-conformist. I consider myself that sometimes in certain situations. Okay, I consider myself a non-conformist, where I don't like to do what everybody else do, and in my mind, I think I'm different. Whether anybody else think I am, I don't know. Let's see what our gemstones are telling us today. Our gemstones is telling us there's time for healing. There's a time for healing, okay? The wound is the place where the light enters you, okay? Time for healing. And look. It's time to create. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. So in this new cleaning up right now, in this moving forward, this is what needs to happen. Remember, focusing on yourself, okay? Possibility. Look, possibility. Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? What is it that you're going to do? Okay? Then we have temporary halt, procrastination, standing still, waiting. Now and then it's good to pause in our pursuit of happiness and just be happy. Focus on now. Yes. Wisdom. Wisdom is so important. The fool don't think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. There we go. You can't beat that, you guys. You can't beat that. Okay, so let's see what our I know cards are telling us. What do you know today? What do you know today? Wow, this is, yeah, this is needed. This is needed. Very much so needed. You guys, there's so much be going on in my head. I want to say certain things, but I can't because my head won't let me. I know that sounds crazy, but my head won't let me. My head won't let me talk at all. All right, so let's see what we got here. We got I know that passion is lighted when I know that passion is ignited, excuse me, when I create experience that excites me. I am going on an adventure. Yes, that adventure. Yes, I like that. I know that my future self will thank me for the hard work. I am doing the work. Yes, do that. I know that everything aligns for my highest good. I am trusting the process. Yes. I love that. I know that my finances will be taken care of even when I don't see how. I am secure. If you believe in something and you put things in place, everything is going to work itself out, you guys. I promise it will. Okay. I know that each step I take toward one dream creates a momentum for the next. That's right. You're having to have that energy to move forward, to make things happen. Only you can do it. Okay? Only you can do it. All right? Nobody else is in charge of your happiness. Only you are in charge of your happiness. Okay? Do not depend on other people to make things happen for you. You have to know it's where you want to be. Okay? It's where you want to be. Because I can, and no one else can do that for you. Okay? Nobody else can do that for you. I bent my cards, so sorry, you cards. Okay, look, you guys, look. Opportunity, opportunity. Doors are opening up for you. You have to change. You have a chance to change job, start a business, or invest in a new venture. Just do it. Look. Good luck. Oh my God, your fortune is improving and you will get a lucky break soon. Collect nuggets of wisdom. You will need them in the near future. Yes. Flashback. Wow. People from the past return. You may work with the previous coworker or take back an old job. You get a second chance. Star power. Star power. You need engaging work that will let your talent shine. You are a natural actor and influencer. You attract fame and fortune. Last but not least, saving face. Saving face. You may need to grin and bear it to maintain respect and keep your job, or you need to smile and make nice and get the position you want. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna leave that one there. Okay. So let's talk about our numbers, our angel numbers. What are our angel numbers telling us? What are our angel numbers telling us today? What are angel numbers telling us today? La 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 la. Okay, so what are our angel numbers telling us today? Let's see. Let's see. Oh wow. How did I just go blank? Okay. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Oh, I just went blank. Okay. Look, you guys, 555 change. Oh, come on now, come on. Encouragement, support, obstacle battle, calling, restructuring, and creative work. You are going to level up. It might not feel good initially, but it will prepare you to handle the greater things in life for your highest good. That is why you've been looking for. That is the why you've been looking for. Push through it. There's a reward waiting at the finish line. Yes. Look at this. Reflect. Change, reflect. Wow. Love, affection, compassion, kindness, attention, and self love. Several unexpected developments will enter into your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. You need a mental shift towards greater optimism, self assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. That is so right. Take inventory. Focus on yourself now. Taking chances. Oh my God, look at this. Yes. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary, whether in your professional or personal life. You will find success by welcoming creative pulses, and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in the chance and take risks on opportunities that could change your life for the better. Yes, 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 yes. What is this going on here? Karma. Karma. We talked about balance, the two of cups, balance, finances, success, wealth, cycles. Yes. What goes around comes around. A lot of money is coming your way. Fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. This message encourages you to take personal responsibility and use it to realize your greatest potential. Last but not least, 40, 0440. The gut feeling. The gut feeling just came up. Look, it just came up. So we're saying here intuition, betrayal, pessimism, relating value, insight, increased perception, love, and monogamy. Wow. Follow your gut. It's more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. Remember, you must bring value to the table. Treat others with respect or else karma will bite you in the ass. And understand that three is a crowd. Three is a crowd. Yes, 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 yes. So, what is our spiritual affirmation today? Let's see here. Let me make sure I have all the cards. Yeah, that's all of them. Okay, let's see what they're telling us today. Wow, you guys. Listen, listen, listen. It's out there. It's already there for you. All you got to do is listen. All you got to do is listen. All you got to do is listen. Don't be afraid. Okay, so what we got here? Receive. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Receive. We are taught to give. Give more, open more, share more, be more. But to receive takes courage. For receiving a subtle, subconscious act of admitting that we cannot do it all and we can't. What if we were to realize the very art of giving is perfected in the craft of receiving? What if the secret to giving more is to allow yourself to fully, wholeheartedly, and unapologetically receive? Now, in order to maintain the balance, okay, in order for us to maintain the balance in our journey or in our lives, period, we have to be willing to be able to give and receive. We have to be able to have that balance, giving and receiving. When I looked at the lovers cards and they had those two bowls, giving and receiving, giving and receiving, and we have to look at it. Balance, balance, balance. Balance brings harmony. Giving and receiving brings harmony. Puts you all in a whole nother uh, mindset, another energy level, being able to give and receive. Because it's something a lot of us it's hard for us to do. We don't mind giving, but we have a hard time receiving. Whether it's advice, whether it's um, whether it's money, whether it's a gift, sometimes it's hard to receive. We can give all day long, but sometimes it's very hard for us to receive back what we've given. Okay. But I tell you, learn to be able to do that. And it has been a big thing for me because I used to have that issue with receiving things. I had the issue with being able to give, to take things when people give to me. I had an issue with that for a long time when I realized, okay, so if we're talking about doing, if I'm talking about my spirituality, if I'm talking about my energy, if I'm talking about all these different things, then I need to be able to receive. Okay. All right. It says break away, grow and expand with life. There we go. There we go. There we go. Look, look. Answers will come. Remove the energy blocks in you. So a lot of times we are our own worst enemy. Okay? Lots of times we're our own worst enemy. Look at this. Embrace life. Be true to your authentic self. Focus on you now. Right? Wow. I mean, they're just like talking. Inner secrets. All of you is worthy. Don't think just certain parts of you are worthy. All of you are worthy. Okay? Wow. Did we just talk about new beginning? Didn't we just talk about that earlier? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just bringing it out. That's all I'm doing. I'm just bringing it out. Let the cards speak for me. All right? Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So what we got here? Perseverance. Keep moving forward. Whatever it is, you're going to get through. The number 4. The number 4 came up in our other numbers, right? Look, look, look. 9 plus 1 is 10. Look. Surrender. Let it go. I love it. 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 Relationship change. 5 plus 6 is 11. Look at that. Relationship change. Wow. Somebody needs to move around a little bit. It says physical activity. 6 plus 7 is 13. There we go. Wow. Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Yes. Clean up in December. Clean up in December and follow your dreams. And I can see somebody making those changes. I can see somebody saying, I am no longer doing this. I am tired. It's exhausted me. I can't do anymore. And it's time for me to move on. I see that. Okay? I see that. I see doors closing that have been open for a long time. That's what I see. Okay? That's all right. Remember we talked about doubt earlier. Okay? I realize the need to know all the answers. I release the need to know all the answers. All right to doubt something. Y'all, why did perseverance show up again? Why did it show up again? It showed up right here. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Perseverance, pushing forward. I think of the Ten of Wands, even though it's not in this. I think of the Ten of Wands he's pushing forward, okay, on his way home. Look, somebody might have some guilt. It's all right. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Remember we talked about releasing, letting go. You don't have to feel guilty about something or someone or any situation. Moving forward, having the courage to move forward. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Having courage, doubt, perseverance, guilt, removing all those things out of your life and having the courage to move forward. Look, at the end of the day, there's abundance. 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 That's what's going to be the end result of everything that you said that you needed to do for yourself. Abundance. Okay? Wow. So let's talk about a spiritual awakening. Okay? Let's talk about the spiritual awakening. What's going on here? Okay? How can we finish this feast up? This big juicy meal that's telling you one thing. Move forward in your life. Focus on yourself. All things that were not beneficial for you, remove them. Get rid of the abusive people. Okay? Get rid of the people that are not giving you what you need. Okay? Get rid of the people who are not aligned with what you're trying to do. Now, as you know, we have with the life path reading that goes along with this, we have questions we have to answer. So one question is, what are you resisting within yourself? The second question is, what have you to embody to manifest what you want in this world? The third question is your greatest resistance. The fourth is what you've mastered. The fifth is what others need to align with in order to align with you, which I was just talking about. And the last is the sign you have been waiting for. So the first one is, what are you resisting within yourself? What are you resisting within yourself? Excuse my dog barking. She must be barking at my other dog. Um, this is crazy. So, what are you resisting within yourself? The law of mental equivalent. Use your imagination to create your dreams into reality. Use your imagination to create your dreams into reality. There we go. That's what you're resisting in yourself because you're concerned about everybody else. You're concerned about what other people will think about what you're trying to do. Leave it alone. Let it go. What have you to embody to manifest what you want in the world? What is it that you need? The law of polarity. Okay. The moment you judge anything as good or bad, you set the universe into motion. So pay attention to what your thoughts are. Is this a good idea for me to move forward? Is this a bad idea for me to move forward? Be careful of what you're thinking of. Okay. What is your greatest resistance? The law of neutrality. Practice non-reaction and staying in equanimity. Okay. Don't react to everything. Move. Sometimes we have to move in silence. Okay. Make things happen in silence. Okay. They must be getting ready to go on a walk because that's the only time she gets excited like that. Okay. The next one is, what have you mastered? What have you mastered? The law of perfect health. Listen to the divine guidance within your body. Make sure you're taking care of your body in your new journey. Okay. What others need to align with you? The law of eternity. Wow. Live like you are dying. They need to align with that. That means that because we're in the cleanup month, in the cleanup process, some people are not going to go with you in this forward march, this forward journey. Some people are not going to make the cut. Okay. So you have to prepare yourself for that. Okay. Live like you are dying. That person that you are aligning yourself with or they align with you have to have that same perspective. Okay. That means enjoy your life. Okay. The last question is the sign you have been waiting for. What is the sign you have been waiting for? The law of Dharma. Transform your pain into your purpose. Transform your pain into your purpose. You guys, you cannot beat that. Okay? You cannot beat that. I want to do one more thing just hit me that's drawn me to these cards real quick here. Let's see here. Let's do a you them blockage, advice and outcome. Let's do that real quick. And this is 7 cards. Okay. Let's see, put that over there. And we have 7 questions that we're going to answer or ask in this from these cards. Okay. Now, let's talk about the relationship energy. The reason why I'm thinking about that, I was thinking about the 2 of Cups. So let's see what's going on here. Okay. So the first question is the relationship energy. Whatever the partnership relationship that you and someone else have, let's see what the energy is like in that relationship. Okay. Let's see what's going on with that. It says miracles. It says the energy of the relationship is miracles. You've been asked to pay extra close attention to all the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life and also to those that are currently occurring and are still to come. Miracles surround you. Be on the lookout for them. That's right, in the relationship. The next question is, what is your energy in this relationship? Okay, your energy is soaring. You're happy. You want to move forward. Things are working out. You're being asked to stop dimming your own light. I love this. Period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high, dear one. There we go. I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay, their energy, the person that you're dealing with energy, they're here for protection. Protection. You're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly. It's important though that you set healthy boundaries with with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. So make sure you're protected. Now, I'm not saying close down yourself to someone, but make sure that you're protected. Keep your energies up, keep your mind up. Do not let just anybody come in, okay? Don't. Be careful who you connect energies with, you guys. Obstacles and challenges. What could be some of the obstacles and challenges? It tells you to ask for help. It says ask for help. You're being asked to request help from another. You don't need to deal with this issue alone. There are many people who want to help you, but it's up to you to bravely ask for their support. It's a sign of strength to reach out. Do that today. So that tells you right there. That's what it says. That's a challenging or an obstacle that you're afraid to ask for help. But we need to do that. So, what is the best course of action or advice that we can take away from this? Look, it says listen. I love it. I love it. I love it. You're being asked to listen to your inner voice. It's been guiding you to do something or say something, and it's time to act on its wisdom. There you go. There you go. Oh, wow. What is the outcome? This outcome is 3 to 6 months down the road. The outcome is choice. Okay. Having choices. You're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition. Eliminate everyone else's input and feel your way into the choice that is right for you. The time is now. There we go. Can't beat that. Last but not least, their message to you. So this is directly their message to you. This is how they feel. They want you to focus. Didn't focus come up earlier? They want you to focus, okay? They want you to focus. And it says you're being asked to shift your focus away from what isn't working and toward what is. Pay extra attention to where you place your focus. It's the first step toward creating an amazing life. There we go. There we go. You guys, you can't beat this. This was a meal and a half. Yes, 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 yes. It was an awesome meal. Okay? It was an awesome meal. You got a chance to learn some things today in the process. Um, let's see here. Before we go, um, the words that we learned today was ascent, aspects, astrology, cusp, descendant, dignities, ephemeris, hemispheres, horoscope houses, Emnum Cooley. Excuse me. Oh, wow. An intercepted house or sign. So we learned some good things today, you guys. And whoever's just coming in, if you're just coming in, we're completing or finishing up this reading. I hope you guys had a great reading with us today. Thank you guys. Have a great evening, and you shall see us back Thursday. Should be Thursday. If I don't have anything I have to do, doctor's appointments or anything like that, we will be back here Thursday. So you guys have a great evening and bye-bye.